Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to part 19 of 9, episode 1, ここのつここのかここのいろ. So this will be technically the second part for the replay, in a sense, where we it feels like we hit a bad end the first play, and so we're kind of going through it again, but this time with the possibility of changing that future, in a sense. Like for instance, the first time we see Kujo in the cosplay at the festival, she is barraged by photographers who are trying to catch a picture of her, and she's confused and she doesn't know what to do. The first time around, all we did was just say it's none of our business and we just walk away. But this time we had a choice. We could decide to help her or not. Of course, since I knew we didn't help her the first time around, I decided to help her this time around. So, interesting how it's developed as well. She seemed quite perplexed or surprised, I guess you would say. And she did have a tinge of red, so it's interesting to see how she'll react next time we see her. So yeah. For now, I'm still going to go as is. I'm just going to let the yellow text go by. I'm not going to talk over the yellow text because we've already gone over it in a sense, previous episodes. And so I will continue speaking when I have something to say, because like if I spot something from the yellow text, or when you see white text, or a decision I should say. It just saves my throat, honestly. So, but I will leave the timestamps below in regards to where if it is a lengthy yellow text, I will give timestamps below to skip all of it if you decide to do that. So, yeah. So let's get straight into it, shall we? You know what? I just thought of this now. What we shall do is actually have him speak during the wild text. I don't normally do this, but I thought might as well during the wild yellow text, you know, see how it goes. If I don't like it or I feel like it's not needed as is, then I'll change it. But for now, let's see how it goes.
何が？
途中で帰っちゃって、一応クソフェスまだやってんじゃん。
俺は神社の手伝い。九条と違って正式なスタッフじゃない。
ああ、さつきちゃんに個人的に頼まれたってことね。
そういうこと。
But of course, I guess doesn't speak his mind openly, I guess you could say. So yeah, that will just leave as blank as is.
O前はいいのか？せっかく遊びに来たのに。
白蜜パフェってあったじゃん。
ああ、地名と白蜜をかけたあれね。
こんな小さいのに800円もした。味も普通だし、コンビニのスイーツの方がうまいし、楽しみにしてた自分を呪ったね。
あれ、グッズもついてたろ？
近くにいた人にあげようとしたんだけど、いっす、いらねっすって言われた。
おかしいな。参加者はアニメファンのはずなんだけどな。
絶対赤字だぞ、あのフェス。
なんだよ。
どこ行くの？
駅だよ。
なんで？
もう帰るだろ？
帰るけど、違うじゃん。家はあっちじゃん。
俺の家っつうか、俺の部屋はあっちだな。お前の家は一駅先だ。
私もあそこに住みたい。
無理、狭い。
て か、なんでニーヤンだけ一人暮らししてるわけ？納得いかないんだけど。
お前が一人部屋欲しいって毎日のようにダダこねて、お前にクソ甘いおとんとおかんが俺を家から追い出したからだろ。
それどこの世界線の話？
俺帰るぞ。
やだー、止めてよ。
嫌だね。
やだー。
I remember when I first saw this interaction, I thought, is there going to be another annoying little sister character? But I'm glad my opinion of her changed.
まっすぐ帰れよ。
はいはい、わかりました。バイバイ。
はい、バイバイ。
何、帰らないの？
帰る。お前が電車に乗り込んだらな。それまで俺はここを動かない。
くっそ、全く信用されてない。じゃあねー、バイバイ。
はいはい、さようなら。
ちゅー。
I'm starting to get ready for something new here, because I expect something to happen with Kujo being changed. Let's see.
いらっしゃいませ。お一人様ですか？
はい。
お好きな席にどうぞ。お水をどうぞ。お決まりになりましたらお呼びください。
はい。
We now know that this friend he's talking about here is probably Yoichi.
同じクラスになったね。これからよろしくね。
すいません。
はい。
I think I'm going to change back to my voice
環境設定です。
so I can get ready for it.
お伺いします。はい。ビーフカツレツのセットをライスで。かしこまりました。ごめんなさい、新見くん。少しだけいい？
I'm quite surprised how to the letter it's been. No deviations, nothing. Well, there should be any minute now, but...
ありがとう。これ、見覚えないかな？多分髪飾りかな。神社に落ちていたの。落とし主を探していたのだけど見つからなくて。
Okay, I've actually decided I'm just going to leave it
環
on
境設定です。
until it actually becomes white text.
悪い、わからないな。見覚えはない。
そう、ありがとう。彼女さんと一緒だったでしょ？もしかしたらって思って。
ん？彼女？
あれ、一緒にいた。
あ、違う違う。妹だよ。
ごめんなさい。早とちりしちゃって。
あいつもたまに髪につけてるけど、多分違うな。どちらかといえば、九条の方がこういうの持ってそうだ。
そう？
いつもつけてる。
あ。私と気が合いそうな人を探せば見つかるかな。
かもな。
ありがとう。ごめんなさい、時間取らせて。
どういたしまして。見つからないなら先生に預けておくのもいいかもな。
あ、そうね。それが良かったのかもしれない。自分で何とかしなきゃって思っちゃって。
責任感強いな。フェスも九条が一番頑張ってたし。
そんなことない。私は当日に少しお手伝いするだけだし。一番大変だったのは他のスタッフさん。そうだ。あの時は環境設定です。
I find it quite interesting how at first it was showing yellow here, and then as soon as I changed the voice, we came back here, went back to yellow, white I mean. So I hope I didn't miss anything out. I have been reading everything and making sure everything has been the same. So that's why I knew as soon as he said this was new, even though it did show yellow at first. So, but anyway, what do you mean?
地震があった後、指示を聞いてくれなくて困ってて。
Oh, good. I was worried I was butting in.
写真撮られるのも覚悟はしてたし、それも仕事ではあったんだけど。
Doesn't make it any less embarrassing.
そうね。実はかなり恥ずかしくて。
She says hazukashite. Hazukashite. I'm pronouncing that so badly. Hazukashite. Yeah. It's more like embarrassed or yeah, it's quite similar to embarrassed, or it was embarrassing, I guess you could say, or yeah, I don't know about that. Mortifying? I don't think so.
だから、新見くんがフォローしてくれて、とっても嬉しかった。ありがとう。
You're welcome.
学校の人って来てた？
Not sure. I didn't see anybody though.
そっか。あんな服着てるところ見られたら恥ずかしいなって。
You looked pretty good in it. I think he says that before as well.
そう？
And I think the last time he said, oh yeah, my sister said so she thought you were an idol or something. Let's see. I mean, yeah, you looked great, honestly. Okay, interesting.
ありがとう。
Conversation grants to a halt. It's a lot more closeness this time around than it was last time. What the hell was I thinking, saying that? Okay, just take a sip of water and cool down. Gotta get this back on track. So you went straight from working the event to your part-time job? That's pretty nuts.
バイトといっても家業のお手伝いみたいなものだから。
Yeah, but work is still work, right? I'm seriously impressed. Today was crazy. Well, with the earthquake and everything. Okay, I just noticed now that the name just turned yellow.
環境設定です。
Yeah, it's gone back to yellow. I don't know why it does that. I think I'll keep an eye on the name, perhaps, when it changes. I think I'll carry on reading until he exits the cafe and see if there's anything else that's new.
そうね。新見くんもお疲れ様。
Everything?
お店に来てくれて。
She smiles sweetly and heads off to the kitchen. X, my heart skipped a beat. God, I'm such a pushover. I clear my throat, trying to get out the weird, awkward lump, and decide to kill some time until my food comes by playing with my smartphone. The place is empty, so dinner should come out fast. My inbox is filled with messages from Sora, griping at me, but I choose to ignore them and mark them all as read. I open up a game to waste my in-game stamina. Right about when I'm at a good place to stop, I sense someone coming and lift my eyes from the screen.
お待たせしました。ビーフカツレツセットです。
She lays out the dishes. Looks delicious, and you get a ton of food for 500 yen? Yeah. I can't help but wonder if they're actually making a profit. But regardless, this place is a godsend for poor students like... I didn't order the cola or flan, though. Okay, so this is new. So I remember him... I know he got a cola last time, but a flan, which is pudding, which is the yellow and brown pudding, if you guys know what it is. I know more about pudding than flan, so That's what I'm saying.
今日のお礼嫌いだったら残してもいいから。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
So interestingly enough, he got a pudding this time around, as well as his Coke. But this time, he can't say it's not like he didn't do anything. He has done something. Because last time I remember, he didn't say, he said something about how, all I did was say I didn't know who that clip belonged to, so. She picks up her tray and bows her head slightly and leaves. Man, Conscientious is her middle name. This is reread text. Okay, I now know to look at the name when it changes. Murmur to myself as I accept her kind gesture and take a sip of the drink. Man, Kusha turned out to be easier to talk to than I expected. I always pictured her as being a little uptight. Makes me think maybe we could be friends. Thanks for the food. I put my hands together in prayer for a moment, then grab my pair of chopsticks. Just sharing a conversation with a girl I normally don't talk to is enough to make me slightly giddy. Man, I already am a softie. And I wanted to mention is that I know when to look at when it changes to new text when the name changes, but when it's in voice text like this, I won't be able to know until that actually changes.
ありがとうございました。
I finish my meal and exit the cafe. Weekday or weekend, this town is dead at night. Okay, so at first I thought I'll try a few things. I tried one without voiced text. I tried one with voiced text, and now I think I'm going to go for a bit with my own voice text. I just don't know which one I would prefer to do over the yellow text. So, honestly, I wanted to do this Let's Play just so I can help myself with reading, so I think I'll do that. There are more shops here than around my folks' place, but things are just as deserted here as they are there. Hardly any cars pass through the streets late at night, so on a whim, I decided to live a little dangerously and go walk down the middle of the road. This is the kind of freedom I have now. I only started living on my own so that sorta could have a bratty way, but nowadays I've adjusted to this lifestyle, so much that the idea of going back to live with my folks just sounds like a pain in the ass. So now I'm expecting something new to also happen with Sophie, perhaps, when we see her again. I'm hoping. I decided to take the long way back home to burn off some calories. I'm right next to the shrine, and I figure I might as well go inside while I'm here. So I step through the imposing gate. Not a trace of the festival remains. The shrine has been returned to its usual somber mood. Also, it's pretty darn creepy in the dark. I've got no real business here, so I guess it's about time I head back. I swear, I'm not just scared. Honest. Whoa. I pick up on a dark shadow out of the corner of my eye and give it a little jump. Oh, whew. Okay, just a cat. No, wait. What is it? I get closer to confirm. A plushie? Some anime merch? I guess pretty unconventional. I guess if I wanted to be nice, I could call it interesting. Yeah, it has a pretty interesting design. Must have been dropped by a festival goer or a staff member. Damn, this thing spooked me good. Move it over to a spot where someone is more likely to see it, and I give it a little tap on the head. See ya, little guy. I end up talking to a plushie to try to cover up the fact that it did, in fact, scare me. Giving the plushie a wry look to hide my shame, I sigh and put the shrine behind me. Huh, interesting, so nothing changed. Wow, I'm pretty surprised by that. So, I guess so now I'm a bit confused. At first I thought, okay, so maybe it's his power that makes him go back in time. But if I'm hoping for that to happen, something to him or people around him that is related to artifacts should have changed. Not just because of our decision to protect her or something like that, you know? Because of, like, say, the feeling of deja vu, or he remembered something but he can't place it, or, you know, something that might make him remember something or know something about the future, you know? My super duper fun Sunday has come and gone. Monday has arrived and my no desire to go to school, itis, and don't want to get out of the bed osis are both acting up, but I must up my willpower and get dressed. Pull out a pouch of tea drink from the fridge and gobble down. Resupplying my energy reserves for the day ahead. The little bits of gelatin really hit the spot. After a quick bed head check, I exit my apartment. April. I heard the average temperature is lower this year, which explains the oddly cool breeze. Wow. The brisk snap of a gust of wind helps me shake off my drowsiness. Someone shouts at me in a really aggravating tone. Going against the flow of students heading towards school, the owner of said aggravating voice shows herself. I keep my feet moving, walking along while reluctantly engaging in conversation. Well, I gotta buy my lunch.
かわいそう。私はお母さんのお弁当あるのに、お兄様は安いパンですの？
You're sadly mistaken. Today I got onigiri.
そんなんでお腹膨れる？お母さんにニーニの分も作ってもらえるように頼んでおこっか？
Wait, you'll seriously ask?
あ、やっぱないな。2人分のお弁当重いからやだ。うわ、ゴミを見る目だ。妹に向ける目じゃないよ、それ兄やん。
Hey, sorta?
何？
Do you not have any friends?
は、何急に。いますよ。いるに決まってるでしょ。
Then how about you go to school with your friends and leave me alone?
毎朝寂しく孤独に登校しているお兄様に気を使ってあげてるんでしょ。
Mind your own business.
んだと？兄やんはさ、もっとさ、私に優しくした方がいいと思うんだよね。いっつもイライラしててさ。
I'm talking with you now, aren't I? Seems pretty courteous to me.
そうじゃなくて、ああいう風に。
This about Haruka-senpai. She points ahead of us. Yep. There's a gathering of male students there. No, wait. Not exactly. It's actually a meek-looking girl surrounded by a bunch of boys. She's acting awfully timid, but doesn't seem like they're bullying her or anything. They all seems to be trying to charm her by chatting her up or offering to carry her bag.
すっげえ、見てよ、モテモテ。お姫様みたいな扱い。
True, but she doesn't seem all that happy about it.
兄やんも私をああいう風に扱えよ。
That's why I definitely think that Haruka has a split personality. One who's easy to charm any boy or whatever that wants to, in a sense, like how she's been doing it with Kakeru. Another side where she really feels like it's a bother and she just doesn't want anything to do with them.
ちょっと本気のため息やめてくれない？
Dealing with you this early in the morning is exhausting.
そういうのもやめて。
I pick up the pace, trying to get past this crowd that's undoubtedly having a negative influence on Sora.
本当に。
Ah, is this going to be our second decision here? As we pass, I check the girl out from the corner of my eye. I don't think she's in my grade. A freshman? A senior? She really looks like she's in a bond.
あの人、電車で何回か見たことあるな。一人で本読んでる人だ。
Maybe she's an idol on the side or something.
は？そんなエロゲみたいな設定現実にあると思ってんの？
Don't tell me you got into those too.
たまたまだよ。面白そうなゲームがたまたま18禁だったんですよ。
Tama, huh? Well, time to tell mom.
やめて。
I suffer Sora's antics all the way to school. Well, I shouldn't complain. Sora did just enroll here. Despite the way she acts around me, she's pretty shy. She's probably dealing with a bit of stress from the unfamiliar environment. Okay, so we didn't help her. Interesting. That said, the way she tries to follow me all the way to class is just plain silly. So I ditch her and make a break for the secondary room. Ignore everybody and head to my seat. The school year just started, so most of the people I knew got shuffled around to different classes from mine. Kujo is already here, but we haven't made eye contact yet. Well, that's the way it goes. I'm sure I'll get more familiar with my new classmates soon enough.
Ohayo!
Apart from this guy. As I'm trying not to make a scene, a youthful guy comes in with exactly the opposite plan in mind, greeting everyone around him. That would be Yoichi Fukuzawa, the only friend of mine from last year who ended up in the same class as me. His androgynous looks and charming personality have won over a handful of girls, who I've heard call him a prince. Oh god, if only they knew his personality.
Ohayo, Kakeru.
I remember when I first heard his voice, I was just so confused if it was a male or female voice as well. So the voice actor was pretty well placed for this person. He heads my way and perches on the edge of the seat of a nearby vacant desk. My unenthusiastic response of "What's up?" is, well, the norm.
昨日どうだった？
With the festival, you mean?
そうそう。行ったんでしょ？
Technically, but I was really just helping out.
大盛況？
Not particularly. Remember that earthquake?
あったね。大きいの。
After that, they shut a bunch of stuff down, so there just wasn't anything to do. All in all, it kinda sucked. And even worse than last year.
あらら。グッズとかたくさん作ってたのに。
I'm not sure if they realize how long it's been since the anime aired. Though the character Kujo dressed up as was kind of a big deal.
九条のキャラ？何？
Kujo was in cosplay.
え？あの九条さんが？
Yep. Inevitably, we both turned to look at Kujo. Now I wonder if because we stopped the photographers, there won't be any pictures of her online. She's sitting at her desk, her spine straight as a ruler, looking distracted as she stares at something in her hand. Looks like the hair club from yesterday. Seems she hasn't found the owner yet.
どのキャラのコスプレしてたの？
I don't know her name, but the heroine or whatever, I guess. There were other cosplayers there too, but I feel like she was the one showing the most skin.
イーリスだ！
Huh?
露出度高いなら、魔眼のイーリスでしょ！
Interesting. I did not pick that up last time. So there's a character in the anime called Iris, the evil eye user. Huh. Interesting. Like I said, I didn't catch the name.
うわー、僕も行けばよかったな。九条さんのコスプレ見たかった。
Oops. Wait, you're into that stuff? Since when?
コスプレ自体には興味ないけど、エロい格好には興味あるよ。九条さんスタイルいいし、絶対使える写真になったのに。くそー。
Found myself glaring through hooded eyes at my friend as he seriously bemoans not taking compromising photos of our classmate. He may look like a pure and charming prince on the outside. On the inside, he's a skeevy whole dog. With my baby face, I could probably pull off sneaking into the lady's bath, don't you think? Yes, he seriously said that to me once. He's actually that bad. The gulf between his appearance and reality is bound to make any poor stereo-eyed girl's head spin. Then again, if he was as innocent as he looks, I probably wouldn't be friends with him in the first place.
写真撮ってないの?
No, but people were all over her with the camera. Try searching the net.
そっか。探そう。すぐ探そう。九条さんのエロ画像を検索しよう。
Okay, you need to at least be a little quieter when you say stuff like that. She'll end up hearing you.
それはそれで?
Not on my watch. Anyway, there's the ball, so scram.
はいはい。
Yorichi returns to his desk, blatantly getting out of his smartphone to start on his new quest. And that will also signal our end for this one. Okay, I was hoping for a little bit more during the replay through. So far we've only had 2 instances of white text. It's not bad, but because if it wasn't for those white text, I would think I would just be replaying this for nothing, and I would have probably had to go start on the second episode instead. But yeah, so hope I'm not making a mistake here, but it should be fine. So yeah. What's interesting is I've been picking up a few things that I didn't pick up last time. Mentions of people without their names, so we found out easily. I've noticed there's a possible connection to the evil eye in anime. Made a more of a solid decision that Haruka does have split personality, because I knew it the first time I saw it. I knew she wasn't comfortable around it, but from looking at it this time around, I can definitely say she does not like it compared to her other half. Anything else picked up? Not much actually. I just have noticed that there have been a few changes to this line. Mainly that we helped Kujo, and that she had given us pudding as a reward. That is honestly all that has changed. So I'm hoping that the next time we converse with her, something else will change again. Because at the moment, nothing else. So, yeah. Okay, that will be it. Please let me know what your thoughts are, especially with the different modes I was trying out. Voiceless, voiced, and reading. For now, I think I'm just going to keep with reading. And I'll see how I feel about it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.